Good evening, everybody. This is Corey Rosen with the Story Podcast. Today I have on a special guest, DukeSoCrazy. Whether you're looking to be elevated and motivated or to enjoy the relaxing vibes, DukeSoCrazy covers it all. Born and raised in Harrisburg, PA, Duke's musical journey began. From the choirs of the Baptist church to the multiple instruments he played in high school, it was apparent really early on in his life that music was going to be big. In middle school, Duke gained the love of poetry, seeing as it was a solid form of expression without getting into trouble. Guided by the Zulu Queen Michele Hairston, Duke discovered hip hop and its roots. He then turned free-form poetry into songs and would perform these songs during lunchtime in high school. This was key for Luke because this is where he would begin to learn the art of the performance and most of all, how to engage a crowd. Not your average artist, DukeSoCrazy will leave crowds in awe in the raw and bright energy that is just so crazy. Whether it's a showcase of rubber ducks or bucket hats, it is sure to keep the crowd's attention. If one listens to the music, surely you will become a fan and leave you with the impression, wow, that was crazy. You can find his music on Facebook. You can find him on Facebook. You can find him on Instagram. That is Duke_so_crazy.
Yep.
And you can find him on Spotify as well. Duke, how are you doing today?
Man, today is always a dope day. How you doing, everybody?
So, what inspired you to get into the music scene?
Man, what inspired me was something so crazy. Like, I've always had a natural love for music. Like, music always came naturally more than anything. I love everything about music and the way you can express yourself. It's just amazing.
So, as a kid, what was it that really got you engaged in the music? You said you were in the Baptist choir. Was that as a kid?
Yeah, like that's how I originally got my start. Like I started like in the church of shout out to Good Memorial Baptist Church. Church blessed to be a blessing. Literally like I got started there, and like as like literally as little as like 4 years old, you learn how to sing, and you had to learn how to sing straight, had to learn how to sing up, and they was not like, I don't know, people don't understand, like it's literally like a vocal boot camp. Like the Baptist church or any black church is literally the vocal boot camp. Like you will learn, and you will learn like how good stage presence too, because the pressure of singing in front of like your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, and the reputation of your whole family is hilarious.
Yeah, don't doubt it. It's a weird thing having to go up and stand in front of people and actually sing, and then
Yep.
actually look like you know what you're doing.
Oh my goodness, you have no choice.
You're right. Did you ever have a choice when it came to the choir, or did your parents force you into that?
So like literally like my mom and my grandmother like both were like, he can, I don't know, I guess I was like he could sing a little bit, and every time I always had a lot of energy, so they try to keep me active. That's not in sports.
Mm.
So they try to get me active if anything. So that's pretty much how you really start. Like as a kid growing up in black church, you got two choices: be you're gonna be a usher, or you gonna be in a choir, or you gonna do something. So I guess they found my niche in singing, so, and that's how I got my start.
And so, where did you go from there? Did you grow out of that? Did you grow into that, or what happened?
No, so like how it like it's crazy how it happened. Like um I stayed with it pretty much all of my life, majority of my life, to the point to where like I would sing in like state convention choirs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was fun. No, it was fun. I've done like, even not only with that, like I've done different little areas and sung different states. It's very fun. Like like my church one time was very like known for its choir, so we used to go around different areas, different parts of the state, and sing. And that's pretty much how
That's
I,
that's pretty cool,
it's
man.
really dope, man. It's really dope. Again, stage presence. That's one of the things that you learn. Like you gonna sing in front of different people.
Oh, absolutely. So, what was it like to travel around the state as a? I guess you were a kid at this point, like a
Yeah.
teenager.
Yep. Literally. Literally as a kid, man. No, literally as a kid.
As a kid.
Yeah, literally, man. Like I would go in front of different crowds, and we would sing. As sometimes our youth choir would get invited to different other parts of the states. So yeah, you would have to get, any nervousness was pretty much gone. You got to get rid of it, because you're not gonna sing out and sing well.
Right. It's such a it's a switch you have to flip sometimes.
Yeah.
Of especially as a kid, you're probably going up there in front of these people you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, besides your parents or your family, and you
Right.
gotta you gotta worship the Lord as hard as you can, or else someone's gonna say something.
Somebody gonna tell you about yourself, so you don't want to know. So because they are constantly telling you to be smiling, be enthusiastic, and like they don't play.
Mhm.
That's what I said. It's like boot camp. You do not mess up.
It reminds me of one of my favorite quotes. But you know who John Wesley is at all?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's a foundational member of the of the Methodist Church, where I grew up in.
Right.
And he said, if you're gonna sing, sing with all your lungs, or don't sing at all.
Absolutely. That's literally what I've been told as a kid. Like you literally had basically no choice to not do well. Like it's literally like you gonna give it all, or you gonna get known about it, and people gonna tell you about it. So like another thing is harder about it because just when you learn how to clap and sing and sway in a motion with
Choir
a whole
step.
bunch. Yeah, literally you learn a lot of things in the black church. So it's really dope.
So what led from singing to rapping?
So like how it really happened, like the first introduction of it became from there was a legit class in Harrisburg High School is what it is referred to now, with Miss Michelle. Shout out to Miss Michelle, the Zulu Queen. She literally like started us out in a little bit of after school program, and she said that, you know, hey, everybody just writes things out. And this at the time like I had got a grips of poetry. Like I was just learning how to write poetry in the middle school and sometimes a little bit towards high school because when you just starting to get to learn about it. And when poetry started to come around, she was just like, all right, well, turn your poems and put a little beat to it. And that's basically the difference, what it is. And she basically taught me how it is. And she gave me a nice little background knowledge of it. She throwed me to the real nice OGs like KRS-One and Little Brother. She really introduced me to those main guys. And she's like, all right, now see what you can do. And yeah, I wrote my first ever rap song in front of her, and she thoroughly enjoyed it.
That's good, man. So, was that more of like a spoken word style, or were you?
Yeah. So she was like, yeah, she wanted me to like just learn how to write and put a flow to it, and then she was like, yeah, try that.
How does one put a flow?
It's literally so a rapper is basically a poet with a melody. I always tell people that. Like it's just literally you just gotta find your beat and find your vibe and find your rhythm. This is all about learning about music and what you know. As a musician and what, because that's also came with the help of like being in band and also because I played instruments growing up, and you know being on beat is very very important.
Yes.
Very important, or because if you're off you're gonna get know. Again, same thing about with choir, like in band, if you're off people are gonna know, because especially if everybody else is on. So yeah, that's pretty much through all that. That's how I got like really really introduced to it, and she really put me on to. Miss Michelle kind of put us on to like different artists that she thought we should model ourselves as and look after, and that kind of helped also. Yeah, because I didn't really get a chance to listen to hip hop till I was about like 13, 14.
Why do you think that was?
Oh, my mom. Yeah, if people knew my mom, they know why they didn't bat their eye. Because my mom, no hip hop was allowed. I grew up in an old school house, so like no hip hop was allowed. So I really got my first introduction literally with like at 13 or 14. So, and any times I would try to listen, it was either the radio or that was it. So literally she was like, first time I got a chance to get some internet, she gave me some artists to look up, and I think that really helped me out a lot.
Is that something you look back on and wish your mom had let you listen to, or what do you think?
Man, to be honest with you, I want to say yes, but to be honest, I would have never got to this point anyway. You know, I think it would be a lot. Do I think I'd be here sooner? Yes, but you know, things happen for a reason. And if it wasn't for like my introduction of like other musics, I don't think I would be as this versatile that I am now.
What was your intro to other musics then?
So like I was not. So again, I had my only choice at early age was either gospel or old school R&B. So that was the only choices. Like there was no far. Like obviously you can listen to classical, but who's going to listen to classical every single day? I listen to it all the time. But like WRTS, RTI, something like that. Like it's a public radio station. I used to listen to a lot where I learned where I listened to classical music. That's where I got my big push from classical music was that, because he always played it in the morning. Or sometimes, or smooth jazz 92.7, like that John. I don't know if people know about that. People didn't know. Yeah, like a lot of people know about smooth jazz, the channel, and like literally that was where I learned smooth jazz. And then on Saturdays, the public radio would have salsa nights.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I would stay up. That's why to this day I love salsa music. So I listen. Will stay up and to listen to that, and yeah, I think the radio and literally the people I was brought around gave me my introduction of different music.
So you mentioned you did instruments in
Yeah.
high school. What instruments did you play?
Man, I was the king of the tuba, man. That was my
Really?
first king of the sousaphone, bit dog. Like that was my thing. First of all, I started out at trumpet. Actually, no, that's a lie. I started at trombone. Yeah, so I started at trombone as like my first ever instrument, and then I moved up in middle school to trumpet, and then elementary was trombone. Middle school became trumpet. Trumpet always to high school. Like to my first two, I kind of failed the grades. So I had two ninth grades. So like first those 2 years I had the trumpet, and then I switched to tuba my sophomore year. And man, that's when it was all uphill for you, man. It was crazy, man. It was beautiful, man.
How do you still play the tuba?
Man, yes, I do, man. If you look on my IG right now, couple weeks ago, I was helping out the kids at the high school playing with the band there. So yeah,
That's
I still
wild.
play. I still crank, man.
You ever play big band?
So I was always on jazz. I was on the jazz band. I was in the actual marching band. So we never really got a chance to play big band, but we played jazz. Like
Right.
something soft, something
Yeah.
crazy, nothing too crazy, right?
There's this really cool big band around here. It's headed up by Connor Devlin, and he plays sousaphone. He's an incredible sousaphonist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's and he performs all over the place.
Oh, that's dope. I wanna like that's the next move in my music, like putting actual live tubas and live trombones and live
Like
trumpets,
live instruments
literally
without sampling.
playing me, just me playing.
Yeah.
Literally, that's the next goal.
Because that would be so cool. Because
Yep.
all before it's been either sampling
Yep.
or different songs of previous stuff
No.
or using MIDI tracks.
Yep. No.
I don't think I've ever heard a song, and I could be wrong, and I probably am, but I don't think I've ever heard like a mainstream rap song that's used like recorded live instruments.
Yeah, there's plenty. There's plenty. Well, but because they're not being really showcased very much, but like there's plenty of like live instrument style, like music, and like especially when it comes to albums, like a lot of people put a lot of live instruments, but that's like it's very rare that it's by a tuba player though.
Oh, gotcha.
Like I can't think of any artist that was a tuba player and put it in their own music. So that's the difference, the little bit right there. But yeah, like I've heard like other people play trumpet and play like a lot of
Oh, that's fair.
New Orleans jazz
Right,
musicians.
yeah.
Like a lot of them can rap too. So
That
like they
makes
put their
sense.
own raps on their own songs too. So I could see that.
That makes a lot more sense actually now that I think about it.
Yeah, yeah, it's really dope. But mine's gonna be like actually more like hip hop type time. Like
Okay.
there's more like a hip hop influenced jazz, but mine's just gonna be a jazz infused hip hop.
Hip-hop.
There's a difference.
Right, yeah. So it's I was talking to Trudeau the other day, and
Yeah, my dog.
he was talking about having the mixed styles up, like do rap to classical music
Yeah.
or arrange like that kind of thing. What do you think about that? Pushing rap into different genres.
Man, hip hop is so it literally goes to show you how universal hip hop is. Like it's literally the chameleon in the room. You just seen Lil Nas X took over the country game with one song.
Mm-hmm.
And then so imagine somebody apply that pressure in the rock genre and take that over. Like it's literally like it's very crazy seeing like hip hop really take over as much as it has, because it's really you can add so much into it, and like it's ever so proven that it can really dominate the charts.
If you could define hip hop, what would it be?
Divide hip hop. So you got I want to call it hip hop, and then you got rap. I want to do that differently. Like
That's why I asked the question.
yeah, you want to know why?
Why?
So
Yeah.
like I believe that there's some type of vibes that are just like it's mainly the difference between like the trap rappers and then like a J. Cole or a Kendrick.
Okay.
Different measures, different vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to say like some people the music that some people call meaningless or something that doesn't have like that awakening message. I think that should be called rap. I think that's because you literally just rapping, like whatever you're rapping about here, you're just rapping. But I
Mm-hmm.
think hip hop is like literally like has more soul to it, like more thought to it. Um, when I think of hip hop, I think of Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. When I think of rap, I think of Kodak Black. They maybe I'm trying to think some other artists here, but like other more like something that's like not trying to make you think with your head, but just more like vibe with your heart. You know what I
Like
think?
the crocodile, alligator, catch me in my uh, Chevrolet movie theater.
Wowzers.
Oh, what is that called? What's the song called?
I don't know where.
Oh, that was like a class. I love singing to that one all the time. Um, but it was just rap it was making rhymes just to make rhymes,
Right.
and not really at least from what I can remember, it wasn't really sending a message. But you're
Right.
saying if it's sending a message, it's hip hop,
Yeah, I believe that. I excuse me for saying it kind of like mindless, but it's like it's like not like thoughtless, but it's more like
just for the fun of it.
it's just for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's people doing like me. I do hip hop because I love hip hop, and also I do some rap too. Like there's songs that I put out that has no message, just for fun, having good times. And then there's songs where there's a message to it, and I really want you to get that message. And I believe that's the difference between it.
Cool, man. So, speaking of rap, there's a little bit of controversy going on in the rap scene. You want to talk about
Let's
that?
talk about it, man.
So go ahead and break it down for us.
So you talking about the
The gangster stuff and
oh yeah, so
all
like
that
with
kind
the
of
Young
jazz.
Thug stuff, and they're
Yeah,
using it. So basically, right now there's a big case going on with a racketeering case with Young Thug, and he's like facing charges, and they're using his rap lyrics. And now there's a big thing, which like, there's a big thing out here right now where they're like saying like it's violating their rights, and it's violating the free speech stuff, and because basically they're using his lyrics in court to more like to incriminate. And man, my thoughts on that is simple. You know, you're basically admitting to what you're doing for free.
mm-hmm.
I can literally, you're literally telling on yourself for free. You're bragging on what you're doing for free, and that's
For
the word.
profit sometimes.
And no, I mean like I'm talking about for profit, right? But I mean like no one's forcing you. It's like hey, like there's no confidential formal agreement saying that hey, bro, if you do this, I'll pay you more.
Gotcha.
You're literally just saying this.
Right.
And it's like I get where people are coming from and saying like, oh, it's more like infringing. But at the end of the day, like if you can literally trace that lyric to an actual crime, like come on,
What do you
guy.
expect?
Like what are you gonna like? Come on, my guy. Like you
There's
can't.
no plead the fifth there.
There is, but the crazy thing about it is like, I found out today. Like even today, I found out when I was looking things up. Like you can use your lyrics in court in Georgia where he's getting currently having the state case at, but you can't use it in New York. Yeah, so it varies state by state. It's
That
crazy, right?
that makes a lot of sense actually.
But you
From
know
New
what the
York.
crazier part is? Atlanta is pretty much the music capital of the world. We can talk about it.
Really?
Atlanta is pretty much the music capital of the world. There's so many, mainly because right now the best genre right now in music right now is hip hop. Where's the music capital of hip hop right now? Atlanta, Georgia.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I
Took
didn't
over the
know that.
game.
No, I
Took
didn't
over
know
the game.
that.
Like it started in the early 2000s, but then it just not. It's it.
Wow. Because I know in the '90s, at least for hip hop, it was Brooklyn.
Right, and it's crazy now. No, it's hip hop. Like it makes me now it's Atlanta.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild. I gotta catch up on that for
Yeah,
sure.
it's taking over the game. Like you have to go somewhere through Atlanta before you go to anywhere.
Really? So for like country, that's Nashville, but for hip hop, that's
Literally, I think there's other people who do it in other. I think other genres are just the way that is, but the more it has the most grip on in Atlanta. Yeah.
so crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
So 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 what you're saying is maybe we shouldn't, or rappers shouldn't be saying what they've done in their lyrics.
Absolutely. It's just simple. Like you just don't have to. There's so many ways you can. There's so many like things you can say differently. Like you can literally say so much other stuff going on in your life. Like you're a millionaire that doing things that we wish we can easily do.
Mm-hmm.
Just say that. That's the life we. I want. I want to have a presidential rollie on my wrist and not worry about it.
Right. So then what about is because that's kind of like the track of at least a lot of rap is to say all this stuff that you've done or
Right.
like vulgarity. What are your thoughts on that?
So like, it's really hard, growing up in the church and then like saying what I say in my songs and then coming to church the next day and try to sing in the choir.
Mm.
So it's hard because for me, I can't literally forget what I'm going through is raw. Like what I'm feeling is 100% raw emotion. And like sometimes I gotta say the words that reflect that type of stuff that I'm feeling. And it gets rough. It gets really rough sometimes. Because some of the best music right now has vulgarity in it. Right now, if you look at the top 10, not even top 10, heck, you can go through the
Top 10 of any genre.
any genre. Like, come on,
Explicit.
it's explicit lyrics in it. So it's like there's no more veil in the public anymore about it. Like back in the 90s, yeah, you could, it kind of was a little bit hard, but like, because there was a veil of like, I don't know what to call it, like vanity, I guess. Like they don't want to be. The people are like, oh, my kids, what are they going to get to this? Even though and now you got more easy access to it, but like people are like, oh, my kids. It's like now it's not like really the major thought now.
So how does your faith impact your own rapping style, your lyrics, and your music making process, etc.?
So like, there's two ways to answer that. Like, I could tell you the negatives and the positive. Negatively, I'll tell you the negative first, and I'll tell you the positive. The negative part about it is like I just told you, like I feel uncomfortable sometimes, like talking about my music at church sometimes, because I do talk about some things that aren't church friendly subjects, and like I wonder sometimes where like whenever sometimes I like tell people what my music is, I kind of have to like give them a disclaimer or watch out, like this I say this or say that, just to let you know I'm gonna say this, and every time I have to move different. It seems like I have to move different every chance, everything I do. So it gets uncomfortable when I'm singing my songs like that I sing for the club on Saturdays, and then I gotta come in church and sing praise and worship songs, which is like led to a little. To be honest, I could be vulnerable and say like which is like led to me not singing as much in the choirs anymore, because like it's low key hypocritical, like especially with some of the music that I be putting out, because I be like telling the truth, like sometimes how I feel, and then like I can't literally say that song on Saturday and then come up like saying like I have my doubts and my faith and stuff in God, and then come back and tell the choir singing He's able, like you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's really hard for me sometimes, and sometimes that's why I just stopped going to the choirs and stopped singing in choirs, because it's like for me personally it makes me feel like bad. And that's the only negative about it. The positivity about it is like, if you listen to my music, it's like so much choir themed things that I've done and I've known. Like you've heard even the songs that we're going to play here today that are not released yet, and you're going to find out. But like literally, like those are like each sample I've came up from church songs that I was listening to.
Yeah, man. I actually want to listen to one of them now. The Light. What was that called? The Inside Out.
Inside Out,
That's
man.
what it's called.
Yeah, Inside Out.
Tell me about this one.
Man, Inside Out, man, was a declaration of victory, man. Literally, like, I was going through a rough time. This project here, this is basically the happy times of my life, after the pain and sadness I dealt with in 2020. So this is like because the song it mentions, like I made the song last year in 2021, but it was just like all the struggles I was going through in 2020, like losing my dad, losing my brother, losing my jobs. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, crazy times. I went to like 10 funerals that year. So it was like, yeah, it was crazy times. And the highlights were my brother and my it's crazy times. So it was like, and I lost my job. So it was like broke, poor, and living at my mama's house. I mean my grandmama's house, and then just sit there and just trying to make it life. And then here I am the next year, I got my crib now. I live downtown, live in a nice spot. I got a nice job. And like it was horrible times last year. This year, hey, look at me now, So basically I would just give my shouts to God and like, thank you, hey yo, bro, thank you for putting me up on, and I appreciate this. And the like basically also I wanted to remix two songs,
Yes.
This Little Light of Mine, and the song I had to sing as a kid in the church choir called Inside Out, sung by the Mississippi Mass Children's Choir. And a lot of black kids in the black church, especially the Baptist church, had to like learn that song and sing that, and that was a staple in that community. And yeah, and shout out to Miss Renee. I don't know how much time I give, but yeah, shout out to Miss Renee, man. She was my first vocal coach.
Cool, man. So you took samples from both songs?
No, literally. So I basically I took the sample from Inside Out, and then I made the lyrics as like a slight remix to it. So this a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Mm-hmm.
All the happiness up in the world, I can't let it hide. Something like that. And then let the light shine up, like basically saying all the stuff I've been through can literally make the sunshine in me can appear. And like not all the happiness I have, like now I gotta let it out. So let the sunshine from me come out inside out, basically.
Well, with all that said, this is Inside Out by
Yeah.
DukeSoCrazy.
I've been stacking up my profits, doing them.
Whoops. Sorry, I'm going to restart that from the beginning.
It's okay, big dog. Yeah.
That's crazy. This a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All the happiness up in the world, I can let it hide. Let the shine a lighter through the world, to the far and wide. Hide the light to try to fall the tears from my crying eyes. Feeling you, if you knew all the things that I done through. Here's a clue, there were times I wanna give up, it was true. I done made it out the mud, but now I'm looking extra new. Crazy going through the darkness, bring a light up out of you, yeah. Look at me, I done made it out, time to party now. Look at all the things that didn't kill me, feeling stronger now. To be honest, didn't see it coming, I was filled with doubt. Didn't study, but I passed the test, I do not know how. There were times I couldn't buy a vow, now I got my own. This time, it was last year, I was filled with walls. This time, I got no fears, I've accomplished goals. Lately, I've been keeping Jesus with me like accomplished goals. Making music, philharmonic, got my money in my pocket. I've been stacking up my profits, doing numbers, economics. I'm a score, now you can block it. Open doors without a knocking, taking off just like a rocket. Going on, now you can stop it. Can you read me? Hooked up phonics, make you laugh just like a comic. Joy is big like astronomic, bubble wrap because I'm popping. I'm the bomb like yeah, atomic. Always working, steady grinding on the clock like perfect timing. Just there every time I'm rhyming. This a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All the happiness up in the world, I can let it hide. Let the shine a lighter through the world, to the far and wide. Hide the light to try to fall the tears from my crying eyes. Feeling you, if you knew all the things that I done through. Here's a clue, there were times I wanna give up, it was true. I done made it out the mud, but now I'm looking extra new. Crazy going through the darkness, bring the light up out of you, yeah. This little light of mine, been through hell and back. I can tell you when my heart was cold and my soul was black. I done lost my life some time ago, and I got it back. Now lately I just got a better glow, just like an artifact. I'ma let my sunshine through the sorrows and the cloudy days. If someone is feeling chilly, let me warm it with my rays. We just gotta shine a light so bright that we gon' see the way. If you going through a struggle, hope that you just back away. Don't give up, ooh, I gotta tell them. Don't give up, it's just a crazy life. Don't give up, ooh, I gotta tell them. Don't give up, this a little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All the happiness up in the world, I can let it hide. Let the shine a light up through the world, to the far and wide. Hide the light to try to fall the tears from my crying eyes. Feeling you, if you knew all the things that I done through. Here's a clue, there were times I wanna give up, it was true. I done made it out the mud, but now I'm looking extra new. Crazy going through the darkness, bring the light up out of you, yeah.
That was Inside Out by Mr. DukeSoCrazy. Dude, that was sick, man. So what's the process between from writing out your lyrics to getting to there?
Okay, so first off, I am very weird with my writing process. I need to have like the beat first. Like literally I can't, like, I'm not saying I can't do it, but it's just like literally I'll live life. Life will give me subjects to talk about, and then I'll find a beat, do what I do, and then here we are.
So who had to make this beat for you?
So like this is the first in this project, like this was the first time like I dealt with because in the last project that I was going to release kind of got axed because of copyrights. And so me and my engineer Drew, shout out to Drew Tyrell. Drew will probably would have said the same thing. Drew is one of the best people I've like artist wise I've met in a while, man. He's an amazing person. So literally I told him like, bro, I can never like have this ever happen again. So I started making my own like beats with producers, and yeah, and that's how I came. Like the song came from like me singing that song in the choir, and then literally make a sample from life. Like you got some of your best inspirations just come from you living whatever you did in your life.
Well, absolutely. That's what a lot of music is about, personal experience or extrapolation from that.
Right.
So did you make this beat?
Yeah, me and Drew. Shout out to me and Drew Tyrell, man. Me and Drew, like I gave him an idea and I told him what I wanted to sound like, and we got it done.
So the process of taking something and creating a beat, is that just something? How long does that take typically?
Okay, so just the creating the beat as a whole.
Creating the beat as a whole.
Yo, man, it's literally like that boy Drew is like a machine. Like shout out to Drew Tyrell, man. That boy is a machine because literally I'll give him the idea. And looks like I go to him. I say, "Hey, bro, this is what I wanted to sound like, and this is the two parts of the sample that I want." And he'll go, "Bet," and he'll literally pick it, or if if it works. So sometimes I'm not gonna say all my ideas go to forensic. Some of them don't. But like if it works and we got it, we're doing good, and we'll take it and we'll just literally, take it and he'll mix it up and then boom, it's over.
And then so when you did you write the song first, or did the beat come first?
No, the beat came first.
Okay, so and then did you have this idea of the beat first, and then the song just came with that, or?
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, the beat came first, and then the song came second.
That's so wild to me.
It's like I said, like how I do my writing process is very different. It's like I listen to the beat and I let the beat tell me what it's gonna say.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. The beat is going to tell me what it's going to say. And it's like what it was saying inside out. And I'm like, all right, bet. So I kept saying inside. I was like, bet. So then I took, like the songs I sang in my lifetime as a kid with the same song, This Little Light of Mine. And then it's just like two together. And it just came out like, it's crazy like that.
That's cool, man. So you talked about how one of your projects got axed.
Yeah,
how'd that happen?
Yeah, so I had a song. I had a song and a project called My Crazy Life. Man, I had just about to drop it in like 2020. It was the perfect time. It was basically detailing all the stories and troubles of 2020, and it was going to showcase everything because I had a rough time in 2020. And so the sad part about it is the copyright world is so crazy and so scary.
Yes, it is.
Like big people are mean. Big people are mean. They're meanie weenies, man.
Judo's nice though.
No, I'm not talking about height wise. I'm talking about pocket wise. But yeah, man, like the big people are like meanie weenies, man. They don't want you to have fun, so they want every cent out of you. So it's like every time I would try to get a beat or try to get something to work on it or try to get it to get cleared, it would already be taken and that's why I try to get transition away from YouTube beats because it literally is like even if you buy it, you didn't buy it. You didn't buy it.
It's still theirs. It's so crazy because some of my stuff on like Facebook, like my podcast, of people who have their original songs,
right?
That
they gave you permission to put on.
Clearly gave me permission to put on. Are still being copyrighted striked.
That's crazy.
And there's no recourse for it. It's like I can't tell them, hey, by the way, the singer and songwriter of that tune
are right there.
It's literally right here.
Yep.
Announcing their own piece.
Yep. And it's so crazy. It's like they don't even contact you. Like they literally just say,
they're just like, nope, can't be bothered.
Nope. So,
who are you? I don't know you.
No, how much money you got? And if it don't ends with a couple more zeros, then you ain't got it, man.
Mine starts at 0.
Me too, man. Me too.
So let's put on another song.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to bring up Demon Slayers.
Oh man, that's the song, man. That was like So Demon Slayers is like, man, is like, I hope you was asking me about it. I hope you're right. Yeah, but now Demon Slayers came out like as like me fighting back, like against the demons in my life. Like in the middle of the night, I tell people all the time, when for you, like when is like the most time you feel sad or lonely?
For me, it's gotta be at least right before I'm about to fall asleep.
Literally at night, right?
Yeah.
So in the song, it literally detailed, like in the show, I don't know if you know the anime Demon Slayers.
I do.
Basically, demons only come out at night and tear you up at night. So basically, while everybody's asleep, I'm fighting for my life. Because in Demon Slayer, everyone's in the Demon Slayer core are fighting people while people are asleep and at night. And that's what I'm basically saying in my world, that I'm fighting my demons at night while everybody sleeps. So you wonder why I'm so tired in the morning, because I've been fighting all night.
So with that said, this is Demon Slayer by DukeSoCrazy.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. While everybody sleep, I'm just fighting for my life. If I make it in the morning, I know things will be alright. I just battle with the darkness, try to make it to the light. You can call me that time zero, I say demons in the night. Keep a Bible on the dresser and a sword right by my side. Put the devil right beside me, cause these demons about to die. You know I won't be defeated, I just fight with all my might. I belong in the Hashira, I say demons in the night, yeah. Yeah. Cause I say demons in the night, yeah. Yeah. Cause I say body tossing in my sleep, ain't no way I'm laying still. In my mind be steady racing, hope that Jesus take the wheel. But these demons never quit, seem like they keep getting stronger. It's like the older that I get, that these battles lasting longer. They wanna weaken my defense, put these thoughts up in my head. Every day I'm on the fence, seem like I can get ahead. In the morning, wake up tired, always yawning when at work. Keep a smile up on my face so that you know that I ain't hurt. But in my mind is always wrong, there be battles every minute. Demons be just like them snipers, cause they hardly ever missing. Apply pressure with precision, demons never take a break. And they don't fight is my mission, I pray I don't take the bait. Cause while everybody sleep, I'm just fighting for my life. If I make it in the morning, I know things will be alright. I just battle with the darkness, try to make it to the light. You can call me that time zero, I say demons in the night. Keep a Bible on the dresser and a sword right by my side. Put the devil right beside me, cause these demons about to die. You know I won't be defeated, I just fight with all my might. I belong in the Hashira, I say demons in the night, yeah. Sticks and stones will break your bones, but demons love to kill. Yeah, they love to wait when you alone and body laying still. Just to tell you about your failures and the times you came up short. When you try to sleep in silence, demons love to bring the noise. So when I see another morning, I just love to praise the Lord. Put a smile up on my face and wipe the blood up off my sword. Evil spirits never sleep, that's why you do not rest in peace. But my grind will never cease until these demons are deceased. Demons don't go soft, always going hard every time that the lights off. Clock they no call off, they make you wanna trip when you know you're gonna fall off. Hot sins don't stand up, cause the world getting colder like the shoulder of Jack Ross. My sins they blow off, we'll win every time me and ops in the gulag. While everybody sleep, I'm just fighting for my life. If I make it in the morning, I know things will be alright. I just battle with the darkness, try to make it to the light. You can call me that time zero, I say demons in the night. Keep a Bible on the dresser and a sword right by my side. Put the devil right beside me, cause these demons about to die. You know I won't be defeated, I just fight with all my might. I belong in the Hashira, I say demons in the night, yeah.
Yeah.
That was Demon Slayers by DukeSoCrazy.
Yes, yes.
So one of the cooler things I find about when I went to your show, and like what was that? It was like a month ago.
Yeah, it was about a month ago. Take 10. Shout out to Take 10.
Take 10. That's what it was called. Yeah, I kept thinking it was Street 10.
Yeah,
but
Take
it's Take
10.
10.
Yep,
that's
Take
right.
10.
You and even now you're a fanatic of rubber ducks.
Absolutely doodly, man. Clutch, man. These ducks is ridiculous. By the way, I got you a duck. Here you go.
Did?
Yeah, this is the duck for you, man. Just so
sick.
you can keep in here, or you want to be around. That's a duck for you, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Shout out to you and your show. Congratulations. I used to be very Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to you, man.
I love this. This is like it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. You deserve it, man. Just a thank you for putting me on. But yeah, the ducks, man. It's like it became so crazy. I don't know where. Like I started collecting them like a couple years ago, like about 4 years ago, and I actually got the OG duck, one of the original ones of the first group.
Oh, that's sick. It's
Yeah,
like a cat duck.
4 years. It's like a cat duck. I don't know. It's like a fox duck, a cat duck, a
Something
dog
like
duck.
that.
I don't know what it is, but like, each duck has a name.
Oh yeah.
Each duck has a name.
What's this one's?
See, I didn't give it a name because I was let you decide what it.
Gotcha.
Why would I give it a name? You can come up with a name.
I'll think about that.
So you gotta like literally. So the things about ducks are like they're funny because like people don't get it. Like it's so crazy. Like people think like you gotta build memories with them. Like have fun. It's a reason to like live. It's more like a luck. So I have a saying with these two things called like I say, clutch the duck to feel the luck. You know, like I normally like clutch them and like they're used for like stressful situations. Also like a fidget toy type time. There are a lot of things for me. Like they're like a safety blanket for me because sometimes I need a little something to like, calm me down or like something to make me laugh or. It's a toy, like, come on, I can't be sad with a rubber duck.
Right, exactly. Rubber ducky, you're the one that makes bath time so much fun. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean?
So yeah, everyone has a name. This is Shucky Dark Doo 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 Doo. Dino Duck. Dino Duck. This is Viral Duck. I went viral with that duck.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was on a video I was in. We gonna talk about it with your listeners, but yeah, like it's a good duck. It's hilarious how the video happened. 20K views with that one, and that's on Facebook. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Cupcake duck. Yeah, cupcake for short. Dog duck, or AKA the OG.
yeah.
This is the original one. Monkey duck. I have 100 of these, by the way. I just brought like. I have a lot of. You seen when you came to the show, like
they were all over
the stage, man. And so I have a lot of these, and this is ED.
Yeah. I got you.
Extraterrestrial duck, man.
Extraterrestrial duck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Dude, I used to collect ducks as a kid.
Yeah, man.
So much so that.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on.
You got another one?
Yeah, Money Duck.
Money Duck.
Money Duck.
Can't go nowhere without Money Duck.
Money. This is where I make. I tell you this for when I know I'm about to make some money. Like granted, like he's not paying me. Don't think this. But it's like I know I'm gonna be like in a situation in the later time. So where when they look back on this interview, like money gonna be made.
Money Duck.
Money gonna be made.
I used to. It's so much so that I used to collect these ducks, or my mother would. I used to collect stuffed animals actually, as a fact. But when I graduated, one of my best friends, they gave me a gigantic duck. I have to show it to you. It's in my car.
Oh my goodness.
And it's an I Love New York duck, which
wowzers.
Fair enough. I do love New York City. New York City's awesome.
Yeah, shout out to FDNY.
Yeah, it's just giant duck, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with this?
Absolutely.
I put it in my car. My car has a few animals in it. It's got a Pear Bear. It's got a bunny.
Wowzers.
It's got Chip and Olaf. Like
wowzers, not Olaf. I haven't seen Enchanted yet. That's crazy, right?
Enchanted?
I know. Yeah, I've not seen it yet.
Well, neither have I, so it's okay.
Wowzers.
Right, but so this was part of your identity now.
Yeah, and the bucket hat. Surprise! I didn't wear the bucket hat today because I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guys. I'm sorry, I had to show them. But yeah, literally, like I normally wear a bucket hat with me. But since I knew I was gonna have headphones on, I didn't want to crush up my hat.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. So is the bucket hat part of your identity?
Yes, it is, man. Man, it is. It's literally like it's the best hat I've felt and I've vibed with, like, cause I'm bald, so I gotta hide my pattern baldness, and then so I do it in a funky style. And I feel as though bucket hats and I vibe with them very, very well.
Bucket hats are really cool, man.
They really are cool. You don't have to do much with them. Like you just put the thing on. It on. Just literally, that's it.
And it looks good on just about anybody.
Yeah, and it just literally just became a part of my style. Like this is literally what it was because I just started collecting them and became more and more because I noticed I'm a very lazy dresser. So if I don't have to do anything crazy to something besides just iron it, I'm good.
And I only recently have I been trying to like dress up a little bit because podcast,
man.
But performing in front of people, trying to dress to almost impress.
It's so hard, man.
Yeah,
man. Being your own stylist.
Oh my gosh. Don't even
Man.
get me started. And especially not knowing one thing about fashion besides black goes with everything, and that's about it.
That's about it. No, for me, it's different because it's like I literally like had like no real sense of like style growing up because I grew up low key poor, so I had like the hand me downs. So when I became old enough to get my own clothing and buy my own clothing, like I literally wanted to have my own style. Like I'm tired of looking like everybody else, and I just wanted to wear what I wanted to wear.
Same thing here, because when I went to school, we had uniforms. So I couldn't. The only way you can tell the difference between each other was by the shoes you wore.
Right.
So I got really into wearing nice, cool, unique shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So I wear J's. I would have these like neon bright blue and orange shoes, and that was my style. I was always known for my shoes. Now I don't really care much for my shoes, mostly because I'm a size 14, 15. And, you can't find those anywhere.
Yeah, you guys are out there. It hurts. For me, I have the most common foot size of every American man, which is a 10.5. And it sucks. Because it's like, every time you find a shoe, it's normally out because everybody got them. Like, that's how it is.
Oh, that's so interesting.
So, but yeah, like, literally, I never spent anything. Like, I only had one pair of Jordans. Every entire my life. Like I never bought anything. Only 2 pairs of shoes in my entire 27 years of life that were over $100.
I've never paid over $100 for any type of shoes though.
Did it twice, man. Shout out to Zaywap. Shout out to Zaywap. He's a good person. But like literally, like he sold me some Yeezys, and these very Yeezys, they're like I guess original $300 pair of Yeezys, and he was like, "Here, I give you one. Gently used $125," and I was like, "You got a deal."
Yeah, man. So I want to get to your last song. Yeah. And then we'll hop off the radio and we'll continue on Facebook Live.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
So this one's called Simp Sauce.
Yeah, Simp Sauce is like, I'm sorry if I can, man. Like literally, man, just a nice way of like. So we got a word in my community called simping. It's basically like kissing up to your partner as much as you can and doing that. So instead of giving it a negative connotation, I try to spin it positive way, and like literally, you're not trying to simp so much. You're just trying to do a dab of simp sauce to do like a little dab of simp sauce, just a little bit.
Trying to flex on her,
slight bit to let her know you feel good. You feel her. You like her. You like her for her, and it's just basically letting her know and reassuring her that she's it.
So was this dedicated to a particular person? Or?
Absolutely. She know who she is.
Oh, she knows who she is?
She know who she is. We'll just keep it at that. She know who she is.
Well, with that said, this is Simp Sauce from DukeSoCrazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Lady. You're my everything. My baby. I'll get you anything, my baby. You sound like diamond rings, my baby. So I wrote this song to sing for my baby, baby. You are my everything, my baby. Can't do anything for my baby, baby. You sound like diamond rings, my baby. So I wrote this song to sing for my baby. You got me caught up in my feelings, kiss my heart that you be spilling. The emotions got me reeling, yeah. Broken soul that she be healing, she can make my worries missing like she clear my blurry vision, yeah. Cause I couldn't see the better me, thought it'd be a battery, but the way she boosts my energy, it's like I'm playing Jeopardy. I'm about to give you all of me, with her there is no suffering, for woman we are cuddling, lady. You are my everything, my baby. I'll get you anything for my baby, baby. You sound like diamond rings, my baby. So I wrote this song to sing for my baby. To me, you're all my biggest fan. My feelings here in broken, man. I rarely let nobody win. But you have been so welcoming. I ain't the same to let you win them petty little arguments. Cause I'm in love and not convinced. My heart, you take up occupants. Cause when you're gone, your presence miss. Cause a quick connection got me changing my direction. Definition of profession. Cause he taught me little thing by love. Lady. You are my everything, my baby. I'll get you anything for my baby. Baby, you sound like diamond rings, my baby. So I wrote this song to sing for my baby. You are my everything, my baby. I'll get you anything, my baby. You sound like diamond rings, my baby. So I wrote this song to sing for my baby. Baby, you are my everything, my baby. I'll get you anything for my baby.
That was Sim Sauce by Mr. DukeSoCrazy.
You know how it is, man.
So what's some future projects you got coming up?
Man, I got some. So here's my thing, everybody. I know people like wondering the same question too. I got a project coming out here soon. Give me some time to finish up the last little dot my I's and cross the T's. The guys bro's laughing at me. But like literally it's called That's Crazy, which is my slogan.
Mm-hmm.
That's Crazy, the EP. And it just features, shout out to boy Chudochu, which you had. He features him. Man, he's actually, I think that's the only one that's been the only feature on there. Shout out to him, man. So literally, it's basically just to say, hey world, I'm DukeSoCrazy. You might want to get used to me. I'm going to be around a little bit longer, you know?
Yeah, and your show's coming up.
Man, I'm working on some details on the Rubber Duck Duke Fest, man. Rubber Duck Duke Fest is coming up at the end of the summer in August. Yeah, Rubber Duck Duke Fest, man.
That's cool, man.
Rubber Duck Duke Fest, man. We're having a good time. It's basically like an end of summer bash. I'm working on the details now. Shout out to Ron Kane. He just hit me up not too long ago asking me to do a show on Friday. I'm going to work on details on that. But if you see him, shout out to him. Shout out to Ron Kane.
Next weekend.
Yeah, Ron Kane is that guy, man. He's
actually this weekend.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. I thoroughly enjoy him, man. He's put me on to a lot of people, man, you know, and I appreciate him.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that and a lot more. Talk about some of his shows he's put on. We're going to keep going on Facebook.com/The Story Corey Rosen. If you have enjoyed this, be sure to follow us on there.
Yeah.
For the radio, you can follow DukeSoCrazy, Duke _. Duke,
you got it.
You got it.
Duke _so_crazy.
There it is. I can't speak worth a dime. But squeaky. If you are enjoying this, be sure to follow us on Spotify. Just search The Story Corey Rosen, CORYROSEN, on all streaming platforms, on Instagram as well, _story_podcast. I'm gonna figure out how to say it like you did.
Yeah, I said a lot of you have to say a lot of Duke _so_crazy.
Yeah,
you know, I just do it all the time.
All right, well, with that said, we're gonna get you guys back to the radio, and for those on Facebook, we're gonna keep going.
Let's go.
Cool, man. All right, so
let's do it.
Why is your name Duke so crazy?
Man, so DukeSoCrazy started out as so I started with my name Duke, which is my nickname I had since like early middle, late middle school.
How'd that come about?
So shout out to my nana, shout out to the GOAT, my nana. I used to hang out with her a lot, and a lot when I was young. Sometimes more than my mom, because my mom was busy with doing her things, and I used to hang out with my nana a lot. And her nickname was Dutch. So I used to call myself the Duke. And because we used to watch, her name was Dutch. And we used to watch Westerns together with John Wayne, the Duke.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used to just call myself Duke growing up. And it kind of stuck. And then I also love jazz. I love jazz. And Duke Ellington was also one of my favorite artists growing up. And literally, shout out to him and Oscar Patterson, man.
So if you've never listened to Duke Ellington, you're missing out.
Between him, Ella Fitzgerald, Louis Armstrong, those are my first, first loves. And so Duke became from that name, and then DukeSoCrazy became, because it started out when I started rapping back in with Miss Michele in high school. Literally, I was like kid crazy. I used to be calling myself Kid Crazy. And then Killer Crazy when I got a little bit older. And then it was just like, put Duke So Crazy sounds a lot better. Like, and it just came to me, and I was like, wow, I'll take it,
Cool, yeah, man. So you're also from the you also went into the military for a little bit.
Yeah.
What
Just
was,
got out.
Oh yeah?
Shout out, just got my DD 214 gang. Yeah, gang.
What's that mean?
That means that's your freedom papers.
Okay. I know nothing about the military. Tell me about it. What was it like?
Man, what a time, man. It's literally like one of the craziest moments of my life and everything. I can't lie to you. To say it was like I had the best of times and the worst of times. like I've had a lot of times where it was wild, man. It was crazy. I never really thought, I thought I was going to do the 20, but boy, oh boy. Nah, I didn't really, I ended up just doing my first contract and said, yeah, this ain't this is what I like. And yeah, man, it was, it really made me more disciplined as a human being. Like, we can talk about all the bad things. I kind of don't want to get into that. You find your own stories on your own time.
Right.
But I could tell you the good things it actually helped me with. It helped me with a lot of discipline. I wasn't the man I was when I left.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, when I first left my home, I was just a good, just did things and had a lot of attitude, a lot of rage. And because I had dealt with a lot of things as a kid and growing up. So I was able to get that out and deal with it more in at basic and in AIT. And so it gave me my first introduction of life without my parents, and it was dope. I learned a lot about myself, and I learned about what I am, what it takes to be a legit person, to care about more than yourself. And this team was a big thing. I hate working with other people.
Really?
Yes, I'm not a team player. We could talk about it. So the Army really made me bro, you really got to become a team player. You can't do this by yourself. As much as I think I work better by myself, it's no way near.
It's not in the military. No way.
No way. You need everybody needs somebody. You cannot do anything in the Army by yourself. You can do some things personally by yourself, but when it comes to just pure getting a mission done, every piece of the puzzle needs to match up.
That's so crazy, man. So let's talk about, so did that change you? Are you now more of a work together person, team player?
As a civilian now again, nah, but literally, I've literally, it helps me out now as an artist because it's I'm very punctual in how I do my things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very serious about being on. It didn't seem like it when I came today, but literally, it's just I'm very serious on being punctual and being on time and trying to get things done per T, trying to get done this time and then be done by this time. I'm very serious about that. Basically, help my leadership skills also too.
Yeah, man. So I'm sure that helped with your people skills, trying to coordinate musicians, because coordinating musicians is like herding cats.
It's you know what it is. It's trying to hurt. It's just trying to put sand in a bucket with holes in it. That's really what it is.
Literally, yeah.
It's hard. It's so hard. That's what people think about the Army. It literally told me you gotta be right with a lot of people and gotta get people on the same page, because if you don't, you see what happens.
Yeah, it's a lot of for a lot of politicking almost.
Communication is the key to the door to success, and a lot of people don't understand that. You don't have communication, it's over.
And a lot of people reject that outright.
And then they don't have a lot of success.
Then they wonder why are they alone and they're
just not successful.
Just not successful, yeah.
Yeah.
So your military career, how long were you in there?
I was in there 8 years. I started straight out of high school.
8 years,
yeah,
man.
8 years, man.
Did you ever go on tour?
No, nothing crazy.
Okay.
I did some small little missions for my my unit. Some things here, travel to the Wisconsin, California.
That must have been nice though.
It was cool. It wasn't the California you thought of.
That's also fair.
Fort Hunter Liggett is don't get me wrong, it has a really nice scene with some mountains, and that's about it. It's nothing but just brown and dirt and dust, and that's Fort Hunter Liggett in a nutshell.
Sweaty people.
Pretty much, because there's literally nothing there to do besides just bowl. You want to go bowling every weekend for like years? No, nobody want to do that. Like, and besides, only one carrier works in Fort Hunter Liggett. I forget which one, but
like aircraft carrier.
no, I'm talking about phone carrier. Like your phones didn't work.
Wow.
My phone never worked and out there. Because I only got one bar, and it wasn't even LTE. It was that 1X. Like, what am I supposed to do with one bar of 1X?
Wow.
Yeah, 400 Liggett was yeah. That's why I was happy when I went to Fort McCoy in Wisconsin for Cold Steel, which is like a little mission we had to do in the Army Reserves, learning crew serve weapons, the belt fed machine guns type times, so we call them like crew serve type times, and we had to go in Fort McCoy, and it was cool. Like, it was cool. Like, I had cell phones. 3 things in the Army you're cool with, and you learn really well that you're okay with. Having a hot chow, hot shower, and the availability to clean clothes, and cell phone service. Like, those are the 4 things you need, and you're set. You can sleep somewhere. You probably gonna sleep on the ground or in a tent. You be all right. But like, if I don't got those 4 things, it's not a good time.
Is it oftentimes that you don't get that?
So, I had the best and worst job in the Army. 92 Sierra, which is like a newer MOS back then. I think they made it in the 2000s. Which is laundry, shower, clothing repair specialist, which is like you basically set up the mobile laundry unit, mobile shower units. And make sure people get showered up and clean clothes.
So you got at least a shower and all that jazz.
I got a shower, I got a hot shower, I got clean clothes, hot chow, because we had like cooks attached to us. So yeah, so I had those 3 every day of my military career.
So you were living, comparatively.
In the Army standards of field life, yes.
Yeah,
I was doing good. I ain't gonna lie. I was doing pretty dang good, you know.
So what was your did you like still make raps during that, or?
So what the Army did when it came to my rap career, it really like gave me something to talk about. Like, it made me really like not want to do that, because I was like, I had to be forced to be living a life. Like, I felt like I was living like a circle. I was a round, peg, and try to fit in a square circle. Like, it made me feel like, nah, this ain't for me. Like this is the life I truly, truly want, because this stuff sucks. Like, everywhere I go is people drinking alcohol, and I'm not a big alcohol guy. I'm starting to become now because I'm a little bit older now. But like, back then I really wasn't diving into alcohol as much. So that was the only thing to do. And I seen a lot of divorce. I seen a lot of breakup, a lot of PTSD. And I was like, I don't want it. This ain't it for me. Which is like, and we never, trust me, and I guarantee Corey would say the same. We never want to discourage anybody from joining the military.
Oh, no. No, not at all. It's a great opportunity for those for many people.
Yes.
Even if it's not for you, you're gonna get a lot of good stuff out of it.
Absolutely. And I definitely want to stress that part. Like, granted, I didn't have a great time, but just putting on my resume that I was in the Army,
it does wonders for you.
Very wonders. Like, it opened a lot of doors for me that I couldn't do as a civilian.
Because you know what it says? It says, okay, this person has been disciplined. Yeah, discipline beat into them.
Yes, pretty much.
They're gonna have a hard work ethic, or at least some sort of work ethic.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're gonna have some sort of mental capacity to do things.
Right.
And they're gonna be able to do it and tell you when they can't.
Absolutely, and this leadership skills. Like, I've had leadership positions in there, as squad leader, and obviously I didn't hold it much long, but like, literally, like, I've had to hold in the fly, like, some leadership skills in there, and you really have improvisation, just not in comedy or music, but just learning how to
improvise on the spot.
On a spot in the Army is legit. Like, that's where it came from. A lot of like. Also, just learning how to be yourself and a soldier, a real, grit person. If you're a female, like a female soldier, you learn how to be a woman soldier, and just as a male, just learn how to be a male soldier. Just like learn how to just be a soldier was really dope. Like, it's really, really dope.
So, what was it like leaving your home and going into this other world almost.
Easy.
Easy.
To be real with you, like the hardest part was like I was nervous. The hardest part about between basic AIT was getting flying.
Oh, really?
I hate flying.
Yeah?
I hate it. Like I take a train over a plane any day.
Wow.
I love me a plane because like I don't know. I know it's more safer than planes and cars, which is weird to me. But whenever I'm up at thousands of feet in the air and just see nothing but
feel right.
don't feel right to me. I don't like it.
Well, that's gonna suck if you ever travel outside the country. It's
Yeah.
pretty much the only way to go.
Pretty much. So like, but not like. Actually, I did on last time I was out the country. I did the boat. I was on a cruise. So.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, if you want to go over to Europe. Yeah, right.
Taking a cruise, yeah, but not like literally like the hardest part was like taking the flight. Like, I already had the mental fortitude to do it. I just had to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had to only again. Okay, I'm not gonna say all the basic stuff was easy. No, mentally it was a little bit easier for me because like I didn't have to worry about a lot of things. A lot of people would get scared and nervous because they're leaving them a lot. I wanted to get out my house.
Fair enough.
I wanted to leave so bad. Like,
why's that?
Don't get it twisted. I love my mom and my grandma to death, but I didn't want to be with them forever. And also, at the time, home life wasn't fun with other family members being in that house that I particularly loved but didn't like.
But sometimes you gotta get out your house.
Absolutely. So I got out there. I was like, I seen it as a ticket out. And I took it.
So what was it? What was some things you culture wise? Because there's probably a gigantic culture between what you grew up in and then the army. How'd you adjust to that?
So it was like I had a brief adjustment to it. Again, being in the fire service, being a volunteer firefighter helped me. Because it's like, yeah, you have your black soldiers there, but it's majority white, and so you had to learn how to deal with other races. And then my battle buddy was also from Puerto Rico, straight from the island. So like, this is his first introduction to Americanism is like the army.
What is this?
Like,
what a way to be introduced.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. That was actually crazy more than anything. Him trying to learn life and trying to learn like not only the language, just American things, but just trying to earn his citizenship by just going through the army.
Is that I thought?
Yeah, you can earn your citizenship, dude. Join the army.
I thought Puerto Ricans were already American citizens.
Americanized, but like he wanted to like I think he wanted like something with about his. I think he literally said something about his citizenship, like actual legit citizenship, I believe.
Huh.
So yeah, like I don't. Correct me obviously if I'm wrong, but like yeah, I swear like he was like trying to get a lot of other soldiers were trying to do that, like were from like other countries actually there for their citizenship.
Right, yeah, no.
Haiti, yes, Haiti was another one. My boy Samedi.
Gotcha.
Yeah, shout out to him. But a lot of Haitians were there too. Not Samedi, but like a lot of people were there earning their citizenship too.
So that's cool, man. You were able to adjust to the whiter culture.
Yeah, it was easier because it was easy. Mine was easier because I've always been a chameleon when it comes to cultures. Because I've been like coming from the high school I came from. Like, thankfully, I graduated from Dauphin County Technical School. Shout out to DC Tech. That's where I met my bro. Shout out to Mike there. But like, literally, like, I had my first introduction to like non-black folk was through there, and then also through firefighting in Dauphin County, Susquehanna Township area, like taught me how to live around white folk, which is like very important.
Yeah, so how do you bridge that gap?
So like, here's my thing. We all struggle one way or another. No matter black, white, rich, or poor, we all struggle with something. And our struggle should not tear us apart, but bring us together. I think we forget that. Like, we take our struggles and we think that our struggles are so different. No.
It's all a human struggle.
It's literally the human just trying to make it daily. And I think we forget that. Even though each different race has their own specific struggles, but we all struggling.
Mm-hmm.
And so literally once we realize that we all struggling with our problems and stuff, and then use those struggles to, glue us together, man, we'll be unstoppable force.
Yeah, man. So, is there anything else you want to say on that?
No, like literally, like I said, like how you do it, man. You literally do it through your art, through your love, and you can do that through how you bridge the gap. It's like literally do like love one another. Like we all have to like have fun with each other. Like forget like any type of alt we have against each other. Like alt, you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, yeah.
Like we joke around, have fun. Like once we forgot how to have fun with each other, and like we became so we don't think with our heads anymore, we think with our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what like we thinking with our emotions, and that's what like literally kills us. And you can't bridge a gap when you're thinking with your emotions and not with your head, because in reality, again, like I said, we all struggle, we go through things, and we just once we stop, like everyone just stops and just relax and calms down.
You say so many things when you are in the heat of any emotion, and that's
Crazy.
where you make and break relationships, is by talking when you're full of emotion.
Like everybody like this should take like a couple minutes or at least a day and a half to fully just throw things. So it's because it's easy to emotionally react to things.
Oh, it's so easy to emotionally react to things.
I.e. Facebook. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my god, Facebook and social media in general, news, politics in general. It's so easy just to get
like again, and that's why I tell people all the time, like just because people do their things on the socials, like just don't easily react to it. Like vibe out. Like let people. It's just social media. Like it shouldn't kill somebody's whole career unless they're literally threatening people's lives and causing like damage to people. Like right now, like if I said something right now that would cause damage to somebody's life, you're a horrible person. But like if you're like saying something that just something, like it is what it is, man. You can't like people just forgot how to just relax. Take a chill pill.
You gotta remember, everyone's gonna say stupid shit
stuff, and it's like, and it's like, and it sucks because it's like, it's just like we're all human. He without sin cast the first stone. You know what I'm saying? We're all guilty of something. No one makes it through this life uncovered.
All fall short of the glory of God. That's how it is.
And so you gotta like literally let people vibe out. Like I said, as long as they ain't trying to cause damage to people's lives, let people vibe out.
So one thing I want to talk about, you have started to put on your own shows, become your own producer of shows.
Yeah.
So what was that process like? Was Take 10 your first show that you ever put on?
Yeah, first show. So shout out to like Ron came for helping me out, man. He came a big help. But like there's a very big struggle to pick up artists like me, because we're not the coup de grace of what's out right now. Because I'm more of the hip hop side, like because we talked about the difference between hip hop and rap. Like there's a lot of people who vibe out more to rap than hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So like a lot of promoters in my area, horrible. We can talk about it. If you're a promoter, you're hearing this now, you're horrible. Cause they keep booking these people, or they book these so-called their favorites, and it's like they don't get like real legit artists. Cause like I probably talk about it more later on in the interview, but like they're booking based on like not talent, like
clout.
Literally what it is.
So they're choosing profit over art.
Absolutely.
How do you fix that?
You choose the talent. You listen to the music. You don't look at their social media numbers and just go, okay, yeah, that looks good. You just you listen to the music. It's lazy, is what it is. It's like you can easily bypass any other person's songs and not listen to the 3-minute or 2-minute songs, and actually just look at their social media numbers and go, oh, we gotta have that person on. And realizing that also they kind of like people can inflate their numbers, so we can talk about that also.
Oh yeah,
people inflate their numbers. Yeah.
How easy is it to do that?
You can do a page, follow that, and like that, and do that, and then now you got extra 100,000, like not 100,000, but like 10,000 followers.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is crazy, right?
Yeah, I remember back in the day when you were able to like literally buy followers or buy.
Still doing it.
It's still possible.
Still, streams too.
Dang, man.
Streams too, man.
I'll let you know right now. None of my stuff is paid for.
None. Yeah. I just dropped my first single on Apple Music. Follow me. That's the only one I paid that you can pay me for. Yeah.
Right. And so that's so crazy, man. So it's not taking a chance on the actual artist. It's just more of like I'm not gonna lose any money at all, so I'm gonna do what's popular.
Absolutely. And then like again, because it's easier to look at some numbers versus listen to a song.
That's right.
It is.
It takes at least 3 minutes.
Absolutely.
To listen to a song.
Yep.
It takes 1 second.
And even if that, some people just listen to one song and call it a day.
Right.
And then the rest because some artists may have that one good song and that's it.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
And it's probably their single.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And the album is
not good.
Not that very good.
At all.
Nope.
Should have kept it. Like literally it's like that. Like, and I just, cause like it just happened to me recently too. Like somebody chose another artist over me and I was just like, bro, this is what you chose. Granted, he has way more followers, about a couple thousand followers and all this stuff. I just at like 1,400, but it's like they got like thousands, like 5,000, 6,000, but their music is like,
it's not that good.
Garbage. Like I'm not gonna call it horrible, like gonna call it crazy critical with it, but it's like it was not good. Like musically not great, like lyrics not great. Like it's like it's not like I know I'm better, but I know there's better music.
You know what you got an ear for it.
Absolutely.
And because you can't go anywhere in music without critiquing others and critiquing yourself.
Absolutely.
And I don't mean just by bad mouthing others.
No,
that's not critic. That's not critiquing. That's just being a butthole. Critiquing is saying, hey, listen, this flow isn't right. This lyrics, they make no sense. Or,
right.
What's the point of this song here?
Right. There's and that's the problem with it. Like, you can't, like, I can't, like, for me, my problem is, and this is my legit problem, that, like, if I don't feel it, it ain't right for me. If I don't feel it within the first, I give you 30 seconds to a minute, you lost me. I need to feel something. Now, if you're in that type of mode to where even if you're just rapping, if you just rap music this is occurred to, like, not over hip hop, but if it's like to rap music, like if I'm going to turn up, like make me feel something. Mm-hmm. If you're going to turn up, let's turn up. Make me feel the turn up though. So yeah.
That's wild. So is that why you decided to put on your own show?
Yeah, man. Just cut out the middle, man.
So what was that like? How did you organize it? How did you reach out to somebody to get a venue?
Man, shout out to Ron Kane, man. That man is the GOAT, man. Ron Kane, man. Shout out to Ron Kane. I say it 3 times because that man really helped me out with the venue chosen. Because the venue was like, I performed there last, like 2020. I performed there at the end of the year 2020 at his show that he had there.
Oh, at that venue?
At that venue, yeah. I did a show before they did a little renovating to it.
They made it a lot.
Yeah, yeah, they did. So, actually, to be real with you, I kind of like the older setup better. And I'm going to tell you why, because it was a little bit bigger, one. That's true. And it was like...
It was much more seating.
Yeah, it was a little bit more seating, but I'm not saying it doesn't look any nicer. No. I just like the other one better because it was just a lot bigger and I can fit a lot of instruments in there. Like,
that's also fair.
But again, shout out to the people over there. They're really great people. I see you just had one of them on.
Yeah, Corey Paternoz, the guy who owns it.
Yeah,
just had him on today. Yeah.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Corey, man. Him and his partner, man, they're great people, man. They like that venue was really dope. Even though granted, we're not trying to badmouth them. We're just saying that it's a really nice venue.
It is, and it's so much more work that's gonna be put into it too.
Oh my! And they literally said like they're how welcoming of they are. They're
awesome people.
And so shout out to those 3 specific people. They helped me out with the venue cost. Like they from the venue cost to the overall. Like they were there at the show. Like they were there at the show. They were great people. And Ron Kane like literally, shared it to different pages where I assume that's where you came along. And he shared it across different pages, and then all of a sudden, like I had to go get the tickets. Had to go buy the tickets. Get them made. Shout out to Glimpse Studios for helping me out with the graphic designing. He did the graphic designing for the tickets and the posters, which me and him gonna work a little bit more in the future. But like literally, like it's just literally the booking of the artist was very very easy. So that was almost easy. It's too easy. I just had to make a phone call.
Yeah.
Hey bro, are you available? Yeah, Zay, what's up, Zay? What's up, Duke? Hey, you available this day? Yeah, I bet. I just needed some songs for a 10-minute set, and then tell me what you want to talk about. I bet, Duke.
Cool, man.
Literally, that's how quick it was.
That's insane. So Zaywap was there too?
Yeah, shout out to Zaywap. Shout out to Chudo Jew, who you just had on here. That was an easy call. He did. First of all, shout out to Chudo Jew because that boy did launch before. And then he was supposed to be the last one, but you know, people be showing up late. But like, he was supposed to be the last one going on. He's supposed to get a break. But he ended up being like the first one's going on. But like, literally, it was just like Chudoju, my boy Spoken Music and
Spoken Music, yep.
Yeah,
Jeanette.
Spoken Music and Jeanette, man, they're good people. They're also another good people. I would like highlight them one time for the one time.
Mm-hmm.
He has he's more of the gospel side. He has really.
I know. I'm trying to get him in.
Yeah, I tell him highlight you, man. But like I said, like literally with that, and then also, and then I was the last one. Yeah.
It was a really cool experience especially because most of you guys are from Harrisburg.
Yep. And that was the fun part because we all wanted to. Another reason why I did take 10 in Lancaster because I wanted to do it in a different city. Because I'm tired of doing things in the same venues we've been doing it at. So I was like, let's switch it up.
So what's the scene like in Harrisburg versus here?
Man.
From Trudeau, I heard it's cutthroat.
It's very cutthroat. It's like it's like rap. Like me and Trudeau are more of the hip hop vibe, and that's more like Harrisburg is more of the like gangster rap type stuff. Like they that's their vibe. Like they trap rapping is what they doing. Like that's what they want to do and that's what they doing. So me and Trudeau don't fall into that category.
Yeah, I listen to your music and it's like this is not the rap I'm used to hearing.
Yeah, like we are. That's why what makes it so different is our difference. You know what I'm saying? But in Harrisburg it's so different. Like they talking about glicks and shooting people, and they're also dealing with the same thing with using their videos and lyrics in their cases that they're dealing with.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, like and I should have said it in the beginning, but yeah, they're also local artists in Harrisburg are using music videos now, as like, and the people are saying like other people are saying they're using this gang propaganda, but in reality, I guess that's their way of like spreading their vibe and their message, and so. Definitely could be easily misconstrued as gang propaganda.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. So what was it like in Lancaster versus them?
Bro, man, Lancaster, when I tell you Lancaster is like so dope. I mean, I'm not saying it's better than Harrisburg, but I'm saying it's so dope. Like, y'all so welcoming. Like, I have, like, when I tell you, like, it's been so easy to work in here versus in Harrisburg. Like, y'all really dig the vibe of some good music, and y'all literally like, cause y'all don't have. I'm not gonna say y'all don't have the craziest violence of Harrisburg, like gang violence. Like y'all do, I know y'all do, but it's not like as thick as it is in Harrisburg.
I would agree with that.
So literally, like people get our vibe. We're not trying to talk about gangs, all that stuff, and thug violence, all that stuff. We not, even though we grow around it and we lived with it, but it's still like. No,
it's not what you're going for.
Heck no, man. We trying to be peaceful, man. We too old. I don't know. Judo could attest to the same thing. We lost so many friends and people to this stuff, man. We went to so many funerals as a kid, like seeing people gone.
He said that's why he was such an introvert. It didn't go outside because
it's violent, man.
Violence out there.
It's violent, man. Like Harrisburg is so violent. I grew up in the projects of it all. Like I grew up in the projects, and like my windows were shot out.
Dang.
Bullets was home was like a couple feet from hitting me. Like I grew up from that gutter from Woodbine Street apartments to like growing up on 6th Street, which is another rough area in Harrisburg, to moving to a better neighborhood, but still had to deal with violence of Green Street. That's why I said it never was green on Green Street. And then hearing gunshots every day, like it shouldn't be. No one should have to be listening to gunshots every day, and you're not in a war zone.
Right.
Like, that's not fair to people living. And I've lost friends to gun violence, and it's like not fair to bury people who should be living only because somebody decided their life wasn't worth nothing. Like, the value of life is not appreciated in Harrisburg.
How do you fix that? It's a big question.
You know, people gotta listen. People gotta listen, man. Here's my thing, man. People, generations of people of suffering. Like, no one's just not like seeing this. Eyes gotta see and ears gotta listen. Like, so much people have like died and gone to jail, like, and lost years you can't get back. So why are we still like even my generation before me, like, had people who were dealing with that type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now the generation I have now, I'm at right now, we're dealing with that issue now. So it's like, we've seen the countless problems that gang violence has dealt with, and no one just wants to do anything about it. And how do you do anything? Bro, I don't know.
What is the problem here? It's because
you literally can't.
Yeah.
You just, what do you tell it? You can't tell these kids anything. You can't tell these gangsters anything. You just gotta just keep putting out positive vibes, positive music, man.
Maybe making opportunities other than gang violence.
You say that, right?
Yeah, but you say that, but then you have to do it, and then it's a whole other question.
It's so hard to do that because there's so many community programs that's been robbed.
Oh, wow.
There's a church right now on the block, the same place where my homeboy Jelani's funeral was at. They do great things in the community, and they got robbed. TVs and computers, all that stuff taken.
So do you think it maybe starts at the family level?
Man, family is where it always starts. That's the first introduction to life, is where the family is.
So get your family straight. Love your kids.
Yes, everyone. Like, the problem is no one's actively parenting anymore. And like, no one, the community effort. See, I'm a product of my community that I had. Granted, it wasn't the greatest. No, we can talk about that. But I've had like godmoms and aunties in my neighborhood who watched over me. I could never get away with things. That's why I never could getting too deep into gang violence. Cause like, my mom would find out. My uncle, my godfather at the time, shout out Uncle Pierre, was his police chief at the time when I was growing up. So it was like,
there was nothing you could do.
I couldn't get away with it.
Right.
So it was like, and my mom was a lunch lady in the Harrisburg school district. So
she was always keeping an eye on you.
There was, in the same school district, my mom was one of the well-known lunch ladies. So you couldn't get away with it.
So it's probably a better thing for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons why I came out. So, I never been suspended before.
Oh, wow.
In school, we can talk about that, but
dude,
like,
I've
never been out of school.
Suspended out the wazoo.
Like, yeah, like, I've never been out of school suspended before.
That's crazy.
My mom was like my mom was my lunch lady, actually.
Yeah, no, that's so crazy. I've been out of school suspended so many times.
Never.
That's so crazy, man.
Scary, man. My mom, I feared God. I feared my mom. I feared God, my mom, before I feared the police.
Dude, I don't doubt that.
I feared my God. You can add my grandma to the list when she was still a little bit younger. Yep.
That's wild.
Yep. Spare the rod, spoil the child. You know how it is. I think a lot of people are getting away from that too. We can talk about that a little later time. But yeah, people are getting away from that too.
That's so crazy, man. So, how do you support people to get out of there?
You love.
You share.
No one wants to love anymore, bro. You just show love. A lot of people are growing up without someone saying that I love you. And now the lack of emotional development in the hood is crazy. There's none. The reason why I am the way I am because I had some type of emotional, like, development, and it came from like other processes and other people, and it's just, we don't love anyone. How do you fix it, man? Just about people's gotta learn to love again, man.
Yeah, that's truly what binds a family together as the love.
Love, man. And you can say anything. You can say 2-parent household, this, that, in household, or this together. If there ain't no love in the house, nobody's gonna grow.
Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Yeah, so we just got to get back to loving one another.
Wow, man. It's deep stuff.
Real stuff, though.
Real stuff. Nah, for real stuff, man. It's stuff that needs to be talked about because it's not. And that's why it keeps happening.
Yeah, that's I think one of the reason why I'm so emotionally stable now, because it wasn't hard for somebody to tell they love me. I could tell you I love you. I love somebody else easily because somebody told me they love me.
And it's the comfort that comes with that.
Yeah,
the security that comes with someone being able to, like, someone that as personally as like your mother, your aunt, or your grandma.
Yeah,
be like, hey, I love you.
Yeah.
And don't you forget it.
Yeah, no, especially from my stepdad. Like I had got love from people. I had so much love from people that didn't share blood with me. And they told me that legit love for me, and that's another reason why I made it so far in life. It's good because it's like I had people who literally loved me for me, good and bad. They love me though, and because I'm not. Don't anybody get to take that I'm ever a perfect human being. I make my lovely mistakes, but it's just that I got people in my life to where they're not my family, but I call them family. You know what I'm saying?
So is that what keeps you grounded?
Oh my gosh. Just the people I have around me, even my boy Mike and my boy Gio right here chilling. From my friend group, shout out to from Zaywap to Genius to Judo Jew. Everybody, I have a really wonderful set of friends. And that's one of my biggest blessings of my life. My friend group, I thank God for these people. Especially that bald guy right there. I thank God for that guy over there. My friends literally are. I write about them a lot in my songs because literally they are my family. I see them more than my actual blood family. If I need somebody to carry if I go before they do, I know they're gonna carry me. You know what I'm saying? Because they've carried me when I was living. If I didn't have my friends that I have now, I would not be here talking to you. They've literally carried me through the worst of the worst times, and that's literally been the biggest blessing of my life, just having great friends.
So, is that one thing what is one thing that you know now that you wish you could have told your younger self?
Love yourself before you love anybody else. The reason why I'm able to carry myself the way I am because I've been through so much problem and so much struggles of just learning myself and loving myself. And if I had learned it and learned this earlier at that age, I think I'd be a lot far better off as a human being. I'm not trying to fight with people, not trying to get upset when people say things that might hurt my feelings or dealing with bullying and as a kid. But if I just loved myself, nothing else could hurt you. And that's where I'm at now. At 27 years of this earth, just loving myself.
So you think that might be one of the biggest mistakes that other artists make, is that they don't love themselves first?
Absolutely. Vulnerability is the best ingredient in music. Yeah. You can't tell a story of being vulnerable and your hurt and your pain if you can't accept the hurt and the pain. And some of the songs I wrote, I dealt with a falling out of a friendship that I really held dear to me. And that's also talked about in the project. And that's something that really hurt me. Falling out with, someone you really thought would, really was your friend. And then it's all of a sudden, we're not friends anymore. Whether we disagreed or agreed with it or what we did, now it hurts that, separation anxiety is a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you've been with this person, on a daily basis as a bro or as a friend. And you literally you learn a lot, man. You learn a lot from life always gives you lessons, and that's what comes with, especially when it comes to music. You got to put that in your music.
Cool, man. We're gonna lighten up a little bit.
Let's do this, man.
Let's do that. What are some of the funniest things that ever happened to you on a show?
Ooh, I don't know if we can say that on the radio.
Well, we off the radio.
Oh, we off the radio?
Yeah.
I don't know. Man, you sure you want to say some funny stuff?
Let's say some funny stuff.
Man, hey, are you sure? Oh man, I've signed some women's areas.
You really?
Yes, I put my ducks on them too. I have. That's why I didn't put them in your hand. That's why I didn't want to put them in your hand. And yeah, like. Yeah, I have a thing called rubber ducks on bubble butts, and like, yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, not that one, not that. I didn't give you that one. That's why these is over here.
Gotcha.
I like to sanitize my ducks because they've been in places that they shouldn't have been.
Take anything away, sanitize your ducks.
Yeah, but dog.
So what are some of the worst things that have ever happened?
Man, I got booed one time.
You get what?
Yeah, I got booed. Yeah.
How's that?
That was the scariest situation ever. Like I always say this about the LGBT community. They have very fine taste and talent. So if you're off the slightest bit, they gonna let you know.
You're gonna get known.
That is the toughest crowds to perform at, because they in that community is chock filled with artists,
talent, and the singers.
Oh
my gosh,
goodness.
Yes.
And they're good.
They're
good. So if you don't have anything, if you had, it was because Chudo Jew couldn't make it to the performance, and we have a song together, and it was me, him, and Lodi, and Chudo couldn't make it, but I definitely wanted to perform the song, and I was sad that he couldn't make it, so I ended up still performing the song. I tried to perform his part, and I sucked.
And they let you know.
They like, boo. That was like, oh, like, boo. And I was like, bro, come on, come on, bro, like, let me
Give me
know.
a chance, man.
Yeah, and I ended up winning the crowd over after it.
That's good.
Yeah, but again, man, you got to bring your game when you're in front of that crowd, bro. They don't play. I thought church folk was a rough crowd, boy. Them people don't play.
Well, they don't care what you think about them at all. That's the thing.
And that's a good thing, though.
That's a great thing.
It's a great thing because it's like people sugarcoat reactions a lot because they want to protect your feelings.
They want to be polite
and nice. Not these people. I'm not saying they're rude. No. But I'm saying they're. Oh my gosh, they don't play.
Nah, they're gonna let you know. They ain't gonna hold nothing back
at all, man. So yep.
Unless they're your friends.
No.
Then, but even then, they'll sugarcoat it a little bit, but they'll tell you what's what.
Exactly. That's why I'm not. Again, that's why they are real legit people. So you got to bring it again. That was probably the worst moment of my whole career, pretty much.
But you recovered though.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's always good. How do you deal with do you ever feel like that ever again, or how do you deal with those feelings of that was not good?
So everyone always says they can do better. Like, I've come to the point of like, I know I can do. Even in this interview, I could tell you, so I probably could have said this better or that better. But yeah, like there's times to where, I have to like plan better. I learned that very importantly, because if I didn't have a backup plan, if I had a solid backup plan, I could have changed it out for judo stuff and be good.
Right.
But I learned that, okay, I really going to have a backup plan just in case that person out there. Or that's when also it kind of pushed me to make more solo songs.
That won't happen if you got a full song.
But if it's myself, right?
Yeah.
So that's basically what I learned. Just like I was like, okay, if I wouldn't need extra, because granted it was judo song, but like if I needed somebody for a performance, I would, or him to do a song with us, it's still like he had to be there.
Gotcha.
So you don't need. I eliminate the pieces to the puzzle and just came with my own picture. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I got you. What's your favorite free time? The stuff. Oh my goodness.
Thing to do in the free time?
Yeah, besides music.
Oh man. So, man, I love video games. Shout out to video games. I love playing video games. I love Madden. I love 2K.
You love football.
Love football, man. Shout out to the EAGLES Eagles, man. Like, call. No, they didn't do call. Mike, do the call. Like, literally, like, shout out to the Eagles, man. That's one of my passions, man. I love football. I love watching football. Everything about football. And then also I do some volunteer firefighting. Not as much as I used to, but like I still do some volunteer firefighting. I love that.
That's why your music is so fire.
Knee slapper, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I normally just like chilling with, my friends, man, is my free time. Like literally, like I said, like I told you, I got an army of friends, like legit team of good people.
Yeah.
So my free time is normally spent by either chilling with a group or a person or a combination of either or. And yeah,
You said you got some projects coming up with you and your guy here. Like a podcast and other
man,
stuff
shout
coming
out.
up.
So I would like to make this announcement. It's the first public announcement that I ever can make. So I love to do it. I'm happy I can do it on your show. I'm been coming out with my own entertainment group at / label. It's called That's Crazy Entertainment. That's Crazy Entertainment is literally, it's just like, I wanted to get a name. I wanted have my own business, and I am now officially a CEO, which is
Hey.
a CEO of That's Crazy Entertainment, LLC. And
Have you incorporated?
yeah, man, I'm in the last, like, I'm finished. Me and my lawyer finishing up everything up for it, yeah.
So what's that like? Because
I gotta get a lawyer. You gotta get a lawyer.
gotta get a lawyer. How expensive are those?
So thankfully, I got not free counsel, but I got cheap counsel. That's very good. That's very good.
Gotcha.
That's very actually. Everybody's very. I got 2 lawyers that I know personally that's been helping me out, a female and a male, and they really are great people.
Cool, man. So what does that mean for you as an LLC? How does that work? Do you have to?
Bro, you literally gotta pay for it. First of all, you gotta have the right name. Your name has to be legit. That's Crazy Entertainment is now officially taken by moi. Like, and how I read it was exclamation point, which made it moi. And so like I had to go, first of all, I had to make sure the name was clear. Then all of a sudden I had to file for the paperwork and then help with the council. We was able to get the paperwork started. And then which last thing I got to do is just finish paying it off. Yeah.
How long does that take? How much does that cost?
It cost, man, was like almost $300, man. That's just with just the price of the LLC type time.
That's not so bad though.
Right, but as a man who's paying his own rent,
that's also
everything,
true. But yeah, fair enough.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, I get where you're coming from though. It is not. You would think it's a little bit larger than that, but
Right,
it's just
yeah.
the LLC.
Yes.
That's it. Now,
What is the LLC?
it's like a little independent business type time, because literally that's what my label is. Like, it's an independent business. We don't just do music. We handle podcasts. As you were referring to the podcast, me and my boy Mike here, we're gonna come out with a podcast in the near future called the Meathead Brothers, man. Like, or AKA That Crazy Podcast, that Crazy Talk, yeah, Crazy Talk podcast, man. My boy Mike, we just don't do just music. We do all sorts of entertainment, comedy. I'm also a comedian too, so
Really?
shout out, Ron to tell you. Yeah, I did some with Ron too. So yeah, I do some skits and stuff with my boy, and we literally just trying to develop artists, man.
Just have fun.
Bro, literally just, I see a need and I feel the need. I'm tired of seeing people have no avenues and have great, legit, good music and have no real avenues to push it through. So, yeah.
So it's kind of cutting out the big boys and saying, "Hey, I'm going to step out for the little guy."
Yeah, and that's literally what it is. That's Crazy Entertainment. It's literally an avenue for people of importance, and I thoroughly can't wait to continue on with this. And yeah, that's great. I love saying it now. Like, it's I can't believe it's really happening for me. Like, That's Crazy Entertainment, literally has been my dream I've had since I left. So cool. To literally just become me and my independence, because I know the lessons that I've learned from that situation, I'm gonna apply it to my business and my thought and my leaderships. And yeah, can't wait for it.
So, do you have a management team? How's that figured out?
I am my management team.
You are your management team?
I have different people behind me that I have, like I told you, I got the lawyer team, and then I have people who are readers.
Readers?
Yes, readers.
What's that mean?
Mean they read thing for me.
What kind of things?
Like, they read every little paperwork, every little things, the things that the user agreements, every single paperwork, and they explain it to me.
Like you're 5, because That's what I would need.
I
would
need
need
it.
someone to tell me like I am 5. Like tell me what exactly does that mean?
I need like because I'm not saying I hate reading, but I'm lazy.
Nah, I dude. First off, don't even get me started on all the jargon and lawyer terms that they'll use,
And they know it too.
and they know it too, and
know
and all the double speak that they'll use to like mess you up. And,
Exactly.
oh my gosh, I tell you, whenever I get like whenever I start incorporating myself, because I gotta do it, dude, I'm gonna have to have somebody explain everything to me like I am 5 because I ain't know nothing.
I said that like I know that. So that's the thing about loving yourself and learning yourself. You know where you fall at.
Mm-hmm.
And you know where I need help with this. I need trusted people. Like I said, I got trusted people behind me. I got a photographer. I got photographers. I got videographers that I work with and that I help with. Like my goal is to be completely self-sustaining company. That use independent contractors, because I've learned that you don't want people don't want to be tied down, but they definitely want to might definitely feel comfortable more with it being exclusive to a company.
Yeah.
So I just use independent contractors versus just having people under my payroll directly.
So how do you make money?
So literally shows, man.
Yeah.
Shows, clothes, anything, dog.
Merchandise, yeah.
You have to do merch. I've been working on all that also. Trying to find a good dealer and good people to work prices. So my thing is this. You put the money, you have to put the work in, and I'll put the money in type time.
That's one thing people don't realize. You gotta invest in yourself if you ever want to get somewhere.
If you choose to give me a certain percentage, we can take that. I'll add to that. I'll match it plus.
Right.
So that way you have some type of financial support and help you. I've helped out other artists that you know. I don't want to put their names out, but like I've helped fund their like certain videos or like certain projects, and because they needed. Some people needed a video. Some people needed help with their project putting it out. You put in half, I'll give you the other. Too easy.
And it's all about love and support anyway.
Yeah, I'm tired. Like you really have to cut out the middleman.
Mm-hmm.
And you really have to put out your own vibes and say,
do it yourself.
Exactly.
That's the best way you're going to make a profit.
And
it's the best way to execute your own vision.
Absolutely. Like you have to. That's one thing the Army taught me too.
Oh yeah.
Like leaders lead, followers follow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're gonna be a leader, be a leader. Some people try to be a leader in a follower, like try to be a follower in a leader's position, but like I'm a leader.
Right. And it all comes down to are you gonna do it?
Absolutely.
Or are you gonna sit?
Absolutely. Like closed mouths don't get fed on this boulevard. Like you gotta literally do your work.
You gotta pick your own food.
Absolutely. And then you pick your food. Or here's my thing. I'm not going to give you a farm, but I'm going to give you the seeds and the soil.
And a hoe to dig it up with.
Absolutely.
That's right. Duke, this has been a lot of fun.
I appreciate this, man. It's been a vibey time, man. My ducks appreciate this time.
I'm going to call it Blue Jaguar.
Oh, yeah, man. Make it. So now you got no choice. You got to make memories with it.
I'm going to put it right in my car.
Yes. No, so no.
No, I got to put it in my pocket.
Pocket size, but dog, make memories with it. Don't take it with you. You got to take. So things about ducks is you got to make memories with them. So take them with you. Take pictures of it. Take pictures with the duck. Dude, yeah, have fun.
You know what I'm going to do?
What you going to do, big dog?
Next Monday at Tell Us 360, me and Trudeau are going to perform. I'm going to sit him right down on piano as we perform.
Oh, man, that's dope, man. Dang, where am I invite? Dang, I should.
This is the invite right now.
Man, you know I'm down for you. Next Saturday?
Next Monday.
Next Monday? Man, that's too easy, man. We'll pull up. Mike,
cool,
we coming to Tell Us next weekend? Next week, Monday?
The 20th.
20th, man.
That's where we're going. Trudeau's going to perform. If you give me some chord progressions of your song, I'll play it with you.
Let's do it,
Do
man.
a live band.
Man, let's do it. I got a perfect song. I got live music already for you, baby.
All right, let's get it.
Man, can I say some shout outs before you step out?
Oh, for sure. Go
man,
for it.
I'd like to give a shout out to my friends, bro. Y'all know who y'all are. Shout out to everybody. I like to shout out to the Firehouse Water. Love y'all. Shout out to the community of Edgemont. Shout out to Harrisburg, man. Shout out to the 442nd Quartermaster Company. Love y'all. Shout out to 242nd York. Love y'all too. Man, shout out to my uncle Jack. Shout out to he's man, he helped fund the project. This project got coming out. He's probably the best. He funded it, most of it, man. And shout out to him, man. Shout out to my church, man. Good Memorial Baptist Church, man. I love y'all. Shout out to Mr. Troutman, band director, Harrisburg. Harrisburg High Marching Band, man. That big person, man. He helped me with a lot of my music, thoughts and progressions. Shout out to Miss Renee Chambers, man, my first ever vocal coach. Shout out to Miss Sister Sarah Blanford, man. Loved her. She also helped me out with a lot of music too. Shout out to the Queen Zulu, Miss Michelle. Yeah, I got a lot of people, man, who's been involved in my life. My God Pop. Shout out Deacon Spriggs. Shout out Mama Spriggs. Everybody. Yeah, man, it's a lot of people, man.
And there's a lot more people to come too.
Yes, man. I listen. I'll take up the whole time. Shout out to my lady. Shout out to my Coco. Yeah. She hear this. She been texting me the whole time. But yeah, man, we out here we just doing things, man, and I appreciate everybody. Literally, they know, man, know who you are, man. Who've been shout out, especially the people who've been watching this live. I encourage everybody to follow this guy right here, man. Give him a look. He's doing great things in this community. Shout out to you.
Thanks, man.
Shout out to you, Corey, man. I can't wait to see what you do with this thing, man. You're going to take over this world with this thing. I believe you, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And we got some big stuff coming up. We got festivals coming up.
Man, let's do this,
man. And guess
man.
what? Who's invited? You and the whole group.
Let's do this, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. We're gonna rock this place.
Let's do this, man. We gonna tear it. I got some more stuff coming through. We ain't gonna announce that yet, but man, we just getting started.
We're gonna get stuff together. We're gonna perform. We're gonna make something.
Let's do this, man. I'm tired of sitting on the bench. Let's get in the game, man.
Right. That's the goal, man. To get people together, cause it'd be something. Yeah, if we got all of the rap folk, but imagine if we got the prog rock, we got the whole hip hop scene, we got the whole folk scene, we got the country scene,
man.
And you know what? Everyone's gonna vibe out with everybody.
That's basically what it is, man. And I can't wait. I can't wait to do this, man. Music. How do we save the world? Is through music, but
that's
through
exactly
art as a
right.
general, but just music as a whole.
That's right. Well, Duke.
Man, let's wrap this up, man.
Yeah, man. Smash that like button.
Yeah, smash that. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to this man right here, to the Story Podcast. Also, shout out to me, DukeSoCrazy. Follow me on IG at Duke_so_crazy. Follow me on Facebook at Duke_so_crazy. Man, just also on IG, DukeSoCrazy, all one word. Follow me on Spotify, DukeSoCrazy, all one word together. Especially on YouTube, follow me on DukeSoCrazy, all one word.
Some cool stuff coming out.
Man, this is about to be wonderful, man. Just keep an eye on this, man. This link tree about to pop out with some merchandise.
Oh, yeah?
I hope this sticker is mine, by the way.
That sticker is absolutely yours.
Oh, my Bob. I can't wait to add this on my helmet, on my fire helmet. And yeah, man, I can't wait to do some things with it. Make some memories with it.
Yeah, man. With that said, this has been the Story Podcast. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Spotify. Just search The Story. Corey Rosen, CORYROSEN. You'll find us. It's the big neon sign with the brick wall.
Talk about it.
That's right. Share it with your friends. If you really enjoyed this episode, please do share. That's how we get bigger. That's how we able to put on these events.
Yes, let's do it, man. Please do it.
Yes, sir. And with all that said, I hope everybody has a wonderful night. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah.